I'm delighted to welcome you all on behalf of Sapphire Connect to the Perspective Roundtable series focusing on securing the digital transformation presented by Exclusive Network and CrowdStrike. The disruptors are being disrupted and the rush is on to digitally transform everything. Today's digital environment has grown more complex than ever, thus increasing the threat landscape and expanding the attack surface, giving attackers more targets from which to choose. We wanted to take a deeper look into the key intersection of digital transformation and cybersecurity through the lenses of those tasked with protecting their enterprises, such as CISOs, CTOs, and CIOs. I now would like to introduce you to our esteemed panelists who have joined us and will be joining us. Subhajit Roy, SVP CIO, SBI Funds; Sunil Soni, CISO, Punjab National Bank; Surya Narayan K, CISO, Central Bank; and Vinod Sivaram Krishnan, Regional Sales Manager, CrowdStrike. And now, without taking any more of your time, I would like to introduce you to our moderator, Mr. Burke, partner EY India, and request him to start the session. Over to you, Burgess.
Thank you, Rishi. I had a big opening note, but I think you captured everything else. We've seen that adversaries are taking great strides in improving the attack sophistication. I think CrowdStrike report says 60% of those targeted companies are done through non-file, non-malware using advanced techniques. Especially in our sector, in BFSI, how well are we geared up to respond to such attacks? And what are the challenges that CISOs face when the whole threat landscape has changed so much? And how are they leveraging the best tools and processes along with the people to respond to that? Sunil Soni, your perspective, how are you gearing up to face this challenge?
See, first of all, let me set the context right. I am not the CISO for the organization. So I am looking from a different perspective altogether. That is from business. Right? So, and secondly, being a CIO of the organization.
A very important perspective.
Yeah. So while you're looking at, the kind of adoption, that's one of the primemost challenge, because though we are looking at the customer-centric changes, adoption is a big challenge, right? Now, having adopted, issue is with regard to, whether this adoption is going to bring a lot of results. While you're looking at the kind of results, it includes both. So diverting to the security aspect as of today, adopting the ops part and looking into the kind of security from a customer perspective, the customer today would require the enablement which is secure enough for them to understand, and also looking from a perspective that they are in a position to look into the kind of ruggedness of the technology without even getting into the nitty-gritty of it. That is one from a business perspective. So from a previous profile, as you said, from a CISO's perspective, the issue would be to understand the deployed technologies, rationalize them, because this is not going to be one single technology which is going to be in place. This is the humongous integration of different technologies which is going to take place while you're looking at the digitizations. Secondly, it is not only the organization, it is the sum total of various different service providers and organizations which is put together going to create this ecosystem. So essentially looking at the weakest link would be the major most challenge today with regard to us. And also looking at the kind of challenges that it results into. Expectation would be to see that customer don't really get into understanding this. However, at the back of it, we are in a position to provide them with a safe and sound technology. Integrating with different service providers on handshakes and exchange of information has to be secure. That is where the major most challenge is today.
Thanks, Sunil. I think well put. Integrating with different providers. You actually echoing what Anupita mentioned. Thanks for your inputs on that. Anupita, your perspective, are you ready to face this 110-60 challenge, or we are a lot behind? And the how part. And I love the honesty saying, yes, we are not ready. But how do we, once we know we're not ready, how do we capture the gap?
So I think that's really tough, Burgess, because I think 110/16 is really ideal. A very ideal way of reaching, but I mean, I was making a note that okay, this is what the target, what I should be setting up even for our team also. See, multiple things. One is that how do we maintain the preventive controls also. Okay, so from preventive control perspective, that how do we maintain the data protection part of it. And so one is that prevention and detection, and in the recent years what we are seeing is that there is less focus on the prevention, because then you're reducing the boundaries, while the technology evolution is happening from the expansion of the boundary perspective. So how do we more focus on the detection perspective, and that is where I think a lot of things are yet to come. And this is what my earlier focus was, that how do we have the better detection controls? How do we make this as the design level? How do we make that as a people process technology? And another thing is on how do we have a single console where we have correlation and see detection, time to detect and time to mitigate. So these are the two things which are going to play a role in the next few years probably, right? In that sense, I think we have to work a lot. We have to work on the analytics. We have to include a lot of artificial intelligence or machine based learning based kind of behavioral pattern kind of thing, maybe for the asset or for the user. I think those kind of things what we need to include it in our whole portfolio, and that might help us to reduce our time to detect and time to mitigate. That is what my personal view is.
Thank you, Anupita. It's an honest response to see how we can get and improve that. So, Sony, over to you. Do you think companies are putting in board members? Do you find a board more inquisitive into actually how do you secure it, or do you think there is a different plane?
Yes, the plain answer to this is yes. The kind of maturity that you had a couple of years back, where the decision was primarily left to the CISOs, and the necks were always hanged in case of something wrong had happened. From that to the maturity where today there are information security steering committees meetings, which are happening, chaired by the MD and CEOs of the organizations, and also the board members represented there. And also, while you say, whether a cyber tech or a tech expert is there on the board, so most of the banks today have this facilitation done, courtesy the regulator. Because of the Gopala Krishna Committee recommendations, a lot of compliances have put in place, though it has taken some time, but now things are in place. As Anuprita said, in the last about 9-10 months, the gravity of situation has actually tilted more towards the security professionals and the kind of concerns being raised by them. So they are being heard now appropriately, and are also being, their directions or their findings are also taken more seriously than what it used to be a few years back.
I like the word. Anupita mentioned tension and attention on cybersecurity, and you mentioned gravity tilting more towards cyber, and they're being more heard. And with this, we come to an end with today's discussion. Thank you so much, panelists. Thank you, CrowdStrike. Thank you, everyone, for your lovely inputs. Thanks, great session. I enjoyed moderating it. I'm sure you sort of enriched yourselves and learned something new today. Thank you.